This problem is a trigonometric problem, so I'm going to write my trigonometric ratio right here. So, ka, that's a terrible H, ka, toa. Okay. And so this problem is asking me to find the area of the triangle, which is, of course, the formula of which is 1/2 base times height. But when I look, I need a couple things. I don't have my base right here. I'm missing a base right here. I'll need to find out what that piece is. I'm also missing my height right here. I'll need to find out what my height is right there. And then finally, I'm also missing a base right here. Luckily, we'll be able to find all three of those using trigonometric problems. And then once we have it, we'll be able to find the area of the triangle. So let's first find this area in blue. So if I'm looking at this one, I'm going to look at this triangle over on the left. Here's my right angle mark. It's pointing this way to my hypotenuse. Then this is my 44 degrees, so this is going to be as far away from possible. This side is going to be my opposite. I'll put it right here, opposite, which means that over here is going to be my adjacent side. And when I look and see what I have information about my hypotenuse, and I'm trying to find my adjacent, but I don't care at this point about the opposite side. So I'm going to use A and H, so I'm going to end up using cosine here. Cosine is A over H. And so when I look, I see that the cosine of 44 degrees equals 0.72, which, like all cosines, is equal to A over H, which in this case is equal to x over 37. So 0.72 equals x over 37. If I multiply by 37 on the right-hand side, that will cancel to get x, but then I have to multiply by 37 on the left, of course. And I end up with x equals 26.64, which, if I round to the nearest tenth, is about equal to 26.6. So I know that this side here that I'm missing is 26.6. Now that I have that, I'm also going to find the opposite of my triangle right here. When I look again, this is going to be the same triangle, so this is still going to be my H, this is still going to be my A, and this is still going to be my opposite over here for my 44 degrees. And this time, however, I'm using O and H, so I'm going to end up using sine. And what I know is that the sine of 44 degrees, that is equal to, let's see, what is the sine of 44 degrees, is equal to 0.69, which, like all sines, is equal to O over H, which in this case is equal to x over 37. So 0.69 equals x over 37. If I multiply both sides by 37, I end up getting rid of the 37 in the denominator, and I end up with x equals, let's see, what is that? Sorry, let's see, that is x equals 25.5. Okay, so now I know right here the height of my triangle is 25.5. Now that I have that height, now I have another triangle here where I have one side, 25.5. I have an angle, 65 degrees, and I'm trying to find another side. So let's put on the various sides. Here's a right angle right here. That right angle mark points to my hypotenuse over here. Here's my 65 degrees. That's pointing over here to my opposite, which means this is my final over side. Over here is my adjacent side. So when I look at what I want is I want the opposite. I already have the opposite. I'm trying to find the adjacent, and the hypotenuse I don't care about. So I want O and A, so I'm going to end up using tangent. And what I know is that the tangent of 65 degrees equals 2.14. And like all tangents, that's equal to O over A, which in this case is equal to 25.5 over x. Okay, so let's solve this. 2.14 equals 25.5 over x. Multiply both sides by x to get rid of x out of the denominator, and I end up with 2.14x equals 25.5 because these x's cancel. And then if I divide both sides by 2.14, that's equal to x equals, what is that going to be? That's going to be x equals 11.9. So right here now I know that this is equal to 11.9. Now that I have it, I'm now able to put my area together to find the area. Again, the area of a triangle is going to be 1/2 base times height. So that's going to be equal to 1/2. My base is 26.6 plus 11.9. And my height is 25.5. Do this whole thing out, and I get that the area of this triangle is 490.9, and of course there are no units, so we just leave it at 490.9.